Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Human Values Collective Sunday night meditation, a meditation that is free and open for everybody. Can you feel the energy right now? Oof, is all I can say. Just kidding. I can say much more than that, and you already know it. There's something happening, and I am here to share with you. Do not trust your eyes, they may deceive you. Let's not just see with our physical eyes. Let's see with our spiritual eyes as well. When we are listening to this song that we just heard, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om, Om Mani Padme Om. This song, sirens are on my end, this song says the jewel is in the lotus. The jewel is in the lotus. The value is within the thing. You can't see it unless you look deeply within. If we have any fans of a book called The Little Prince says, that which is essential is invisible to the eye. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. So this is both to see the value in other people, to see the value in ourselves, and to see what is happening that we may be missing if we're only looking with our five senses. If we believe there's only five senses. There's so much more going on underneath it all, underneath the surface. And I may not know what, but there's something happening, and we can feel that. We have access to another sense that can feel when these things are happening. You've probably been in this experience, you've had this experience of someone entering the room and all of a sudden there's a big shift in energy. Or as a high school teacher, I can experience when students walk into my room, the relief that they feel. And that doesn't come from an egotistical place, although I am the shit, although I am an amazing teacher. I just know what's happening in other classrooms, that the teacher is under so much pressure to perform. Therefore, they put pressure on the children so that the children have to perform. And all the way down the line, we're getting our value based on what we can produce. And that is not sustainable. We're under a lot of pressure. Things are important. It's important that we do well. It's important that I do well on this test. It's important that my students all pass. It's important that my partner is happy all the time. It's important that I get sleep. When we make something important to our subconscious mind, that means danger. It's important. So it's time for us to reevaluate what is important. It's time for us to reevaluate what does good job look like? And it's time for us to say, okay, things may look like this. My bank account may look like this, but I know there's something else going on. This is not the end of the story. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. There is so much more. So I want to talk about tonight, as we get into our meditation tonight, what is your value? Because it's not what's in your bank account. It's not how smart you are. I'm not smarter than other teachers in the building. It's not that. It's not what you can produce. What is your value? Your value, we're going to make an argument tonight. Nothing you have to believe, plenty for you to chew on. I don't need you to believe anything. I'm asking you to look at things from a certain point of view just for a few minutes. and say, maybe this is closer to useful than what we've had so far. That's all. Let's think for a minute that what's valuable about us is something that's way deep within. Something that can't be seen with physical eyes, but it can definitely be felt. Whatever that is and however that shows up for you, great. We're going to use a symbol because the subconscious mind understands things in symbols much more than in words. So we're going to use a symbol of light to represent value, to represent that which is good. And it's going to be that which is good for everything and everyone in the world. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get comfortable. If you're sitting 2 feet flat on the floor, or if you're sitting somewhere else on the floor or in bed with your legs crossed, and just start to relax as much as possible without falling asleep. Hey, but if you fall asleep, that's good. That means the meditation is working. We're relaxed. Put your hands like 2 little cups. This signifies to your subconscious mind that you're ready to receive something. And you can put that on your lap, your legs, wherever they fall naturally, and start to take some gentle breaths in. In your imagination, draw a circle around you, arm's length, a circle around you. Imagine it's like a circle like of golden white light. And this sends a message to your subconscious mind that we're making this intentional space, and no one or nothing can enter into this space. This is our own space. This is also sending a message to you right now that this work of meditation, this work of looking inside and finding your value, is between you and you. I am the facilitator, but any one of us who receives the training can lead this meditation. So drop any preconceptions you have about me or any projections you're putting onto me. This work is really happening between you and you. So when I'm instructing you what to visualize, give those instructions to yourself so that your instruction is coming from you. And we're making an intention to connect with this value deep inside of us, this part of us that no matter what does not change. Everything else on the surface changes, circumstances change, but this part of us, this deep part of us, does not change. So now imagine we're all in a circle, and imagine that there's a candle at the center of our circle, and visualize that the light from this candle, the little flicker, the little flame, is moving towards you till it rests just outside your forehead, and that you feel the warmth of that little candle flame. And it starts to soothe your forehead, your head. Now bring that candle flame into your head and imagine that it's just in the middle of your head and that it illuminates every part of your head. Where there is light, there can be no darkness. We're going to ask that candle light to help us to think good thoughts. Now, if you find yourself wandering with your thoughts, that is part of the meditation. You are not meditating wrong. The distraction is part of the meditation. That's why we're doing it. We're going to quiet the mind, open the heart in this meditation. So you notice yourself distracted, you notice your thoughts are elsewhere, and that's okay. Gently bring your attention back to the meditation over and over again, 1,000 times if you need to. And you're doing the meditation perfectly. Congratulations. So we're going to ask this little light to help us to think good thoughts, like it's okay to get distracted during meditation. Because good thoughts lead to good feelings. Now take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, imagine that little candle flame moving slowly down towards your mouth, into your mouth, towards your throat, into your chest. And Imagine a flower at the center of your chest with a bud that is closed. If you don't know the name of the flower, that's okay. And imagine that little light as it makes contact with the flower, it is causing the flower to blossom petal by petal by petal by petal. And now the flower is completely open. Imagine having an open heart, unafraid to show and receive love. We're going to ask that little light to help us to feel good. Would it be okay to feel good? Would it be okay with you to feel deep satisfaction and deep peace? Not when you achieve the thing you want to achieve, not when you get your dream, but right now. Would it be okay to feel peace right now? If for whatever reason it's not okay, that's fine too. We're going to ask that little light to help us to feel good feelings. And if you feel bad or if you feel not okay, if you don't feel peace, that's all fine. We're just making an intention right now. An intention means I've been looking in this direction my whole life. And just for the next few minutes, I'm going to look in this direction, see what's over here. We're making an intention to feel good. And keep breathing. All the time, keep breathing. Now, from your heart, imagine that light expanding, radiating every bone, every organ, every cell, every muscle, spreading beyond your shoulders where many of us carry tension. Maybe you want to see fingers of light gently massaging your shoulders and your neck. And now that light continues to spread past your shoulders, on your arms, elbows, forearms, and into your hands. Imagine that your hands are now filled with light. In every bone, every muscle, every cell, every atom. We're going to ask the light to help us to do good actions, to do good things, to do things that are beneficial for yourself and for others. Now, they may be things we don't want to do in the moments, and I gotta do it, oh man, I don't want to do this. But you know they will be good to have done, meaning you'll feel so good after it's done. And we're gonna do this, yes, because it's good and kind to do good things for yourself and for others, but also we're doing it to feel good. Yeah, I love other people and I want to help other people. I want to feel good too. We know that good actions lead to good thoughts lead to good feelings lead to good actions, and so on and so forth. That's why we're doing this. Check in with yourself right now, making sure that you are in control of this whole process. This is between you and you, that you are giving these commands to yourself. No one else is commanding you. Great, let's continue. Now imagine from your heart, like a sun radiating in all directions, and we're sending that light, we're directing that light down to our belly, our pelvic area, our legs, past our knees, our shins, our calves, our ankles, and into our feet. Imagine that your feet are filled with light in every bone, every muscle, every cell, every atom. We're going to ask that light to help us walk to good places, meet good people. I'm going to ask that light to help to carry us bravely towards the goal of our life, whatever that may be, surely to bring more love into the world by simply being ourselves, by simply showing up. Sometimes we don't want to show up because we're tired, or we do this or that, or I don't know, what am I going to say? And I just keep reminding myself, you don't have to say anything. You just show up. Just be there. Just by being there, you're making the space better. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to say anything. Just by being there, just by radiating, sending love to people, feeling good about yourself, you're already making the space better. Look at tonight. Look at this. Look at this feeling. Look at us together. Oof. You're making the space better right now. Get used to it. That's you. You're doing that. Now let's bring the light up, directing the light to the base of the spine. Imagine the light moving up slowly, touching each and every vertebrae of your spine as it's moving up, healing any part of your back where you may be feeling pain or tension. Maybe you do a little bit of a wiggle. This is not your mom's meditation, my people. You can move around a little bit. You keep breathing. You're having a good time. You're getting distracted. You're bringing your attention back to the meditation over and over again, and you're nailing it. Wow, look at you. You're doing great. You feel the last couple vertebrae up. And when you get to the base of your spine, let's pay attention to a bundle of nerves at the top of your spine. At the top of your spine, there's a bundle of nerves called the reticular activating system. This is the body's Google. So if you're walking around all day saying, what's wrong with me? Guess what? It's going to answer you. It's going to give you all of the things that are quote unquote wrong with you. But if you ask what's right with me, oof, you're going to get so many good answers. So let's ask the right question. Let's be impeccable with our word and our question, shall we? Only if we want to feel good. And that's why we're going to continue bringing the light into our mouth. And we're going to ask the light to help us to say good things, to ask good questions, to speak well to ourselves first, and then speak well to others. How we speak to ourselves is how we speak to others. How we speak to others is how we speak to ourselves. It's a one-way street, baby. So let's make sure we're using impeccable language. We're being impeccable with our word. Oh, but that's the kind of humor me and my friends use. We joke with each other. We make fun of each other. Well, your nervous system doesn't know humor, nuance, sarcasm. So if you're feeling peace, by all means, do your thing. But if you want to feel better on a daily basis, try being impeccable with your word. And we always have this light to help us. But we're making the decision now. We're making the intention right now. Bring the light to your ears and imagine that your ears are filled with light. We're going to ask that light to help us to hear good things, to listen deeply to other people. Listen deeper than what they're saying. Listen to the truth behind what they're saying. And let's make space every day to listen to our own inner wisdom, to that deep well of wisdom and value that we have within us. But, oh man, they're so busy. I'm so busy. I don't have 5 minutes to sit in silence. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. 3 minutes. How about that? 3 minutes, sit in silence. Let all of the distraction thoughts come back and forth, and you're like, okay, there you go. Thank you. You visualize your thoughts as party guests. The thought comes into the party and you say, oh, hello, thank you for coming to the party. Please go make yourself comfortable. You check in with that thought, but you don't stay with that thought the whole night. That would be rude to the other guest. Also, there's someone else at the door. So you invite that thought, okay, go and enjoy the party. Thank you very much. You greet the next thought. Oh, okay, go ahead. Thank you very much. And after this process, then everyone's enjoying the party. Don't let a thought take up your whole day. Let them go through and let them go on and enjoy. And then eventually, silence. Oof. Now I can quiet the mind, open the heart. That's the process. We get better at it every single time. Keep showing up for yourself. 3 minutes, my people. 3 minutes. Bring the light to your eyes. Imagine that your eyes are filled with light. We're going to ask that light to help us to see the good in people to see the good in ourselves, to see the good in every situation. Even that person? Yes, even that person. Because even that person has good in them. Let us ask the light to help us to see with eyes of love. Even that person has something deep, deeply beautiful and profound about them if we have the eyes to see. And what's more, if we look for the good in someone, more of that goodness will come out. This is the secret. We cannot just see with our physical eyes. We need to see deeper with our, call it spiritual eyes or eyes of love or whatever works for you. What we pay attention to grows. Let's pay attention to the goodness in others. Let's pay attention to the goodness in ourselves. So much good if we take the time to look. But I'm so busy. Well, choice is yours. What do you want to see? Send the light to the top of the head, to the crown. We're sending the light out now in the form of light and love, first to each other. Send your love and your gratitude to everyone who showed up here, to everyone watching the recording later. Now let's send the love to every person in every country, regardless of class, color, or creed. Send the light to every realm of nature, every animal, every bird, every insect, every fish, every mountain, every tree, every blade of grass, every lake, every river, and every ocean, till everywhere in the world is filled with light. Let's imagine that bubble of light expanding beyond the confines of this planet to touch other planets and other asteroids, to touch the sun. Now the bubble of light is expanding beyond the solar system to touch other systems. Beyond that, to touch other galaxies. And now the bubble of light is so big it expands out to the entire universe. And now imagine sending the light to every corner of the universe till everywhere imaginable is filled with light. This is how big you actually are. Repeat these words. I am in the light. The light is in me. I am the light. And just hold that awareness for a few moments of who you are, who you really are. Now, while you're holding this awareness, you keep this awareness, keep that feeling, keep that awareness with you. Focus once more on that little light at the center of your chest. That light that's always there, always has been, always will be, that part of you that never changes. Your true value, your true self. The part that cannot be harmed, the part that is not vulnerable. We're connecting with that part of us. And as much as you can remember, come back to that over and over and over again. Even if you get distracted by life, even if you start seeing with your physical eyes again, you come back to this you, the true you. Let's say thank you to that little light. Thank you for everything we've received tonight, everything that's happened, 99.9% of which we have no idea what happened. So grateful. Let's make an intention here to continue to keep that light shining no matter where we go, so that we can illuminate the path for anyone lucky enough to be walking close to us. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, stretch out your arms and legs, stretch in any way that feels good. Take your time slowly opening your eyes, coming back to the present moment, to your present location, reminding yourself of the date and the time. And sharing with us, written or on the microphone, how you feel now that you've made a space to feel, ooh, the real you. Oof, I'm feeling it tonight, my people. This is so beautiful. What is happening tonight? What is this? What is all of this? I don't know. I don't need to know. I'm just feeling it, and I'm feeling massive satisfaction. I I am here, people. This season has been a season of transformation for me. We had the first mentors meeting of the year on Tuesday, and then I said, my dream is coming true. This is my dream. I am living my dream. And I can say the same thing tonight, being here with all of you. This is what I want to do with my life. This is what I want, for us to gather together and do this work. And oof, the satisfaction I'm experiencing right now is amazing. Hey, little one, thanks for joining us. Oh, I love your long hair.
Say it again.
Hey, Alex.
Alex,
Hi.
nice to meet you, Alex. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Hi.
Come back anytime. Oh, Sarah, thank you for growing our community. Look at that.
Absolutely.
Little meditator, we're getting going over here. Y'all, with so much love, I am introducing to you the value of the week through the lens of peace, and this is how I introduce it to my students in high school. Hey everybody, here's the value of the week. Through the lens of peace, we're looking at calmness this week. And our thought of the week is, I am a calming presence. This is an example of how we're paying attention to our inner value. Not all the things we can achieve, not all of our skills, not our followers, the inner value. We're paying attention to it by saying the thought of the week. So first part of the practice is, well, just getting on the email list. If someone can put the link to get on the email list in the chat, that would be great. Thought of the week, I am a calming presence. So let's just say that together. 1, 2, 3. I am a calming presence. And don't just say it, feel the energy of that. Maybe let's do it again so you can actually feel the energy of that as you say it. 1, 2, 3. I am a calming presence. Again, if our mind is too busy all the time, if we're all over the place, we can't feel these subtle shifts in energy in our body. But after doing that exercise, it's much easier because we're much more in tune now. This week, your objective is realize that you have the power to create peaceful and calming vibes that can surround and hold you during times of stress. You can use this calm to create a safe space for others as well. We can think more clearly when we are sharing and experiencing calmness. So that is it, my people. I already know that you are a calming presence in the lives of your family, in the lives of your friends. You do it naturally. But here's the thing. Because the negative messages of the world are so ever present, we need a systematic way to remember our value, to remember how powerful we are. And the way we can do that is by practicing these human values together, by getting those emails, by signing up to have a meditation every week. And we're gonna keep showing up and keep reminding ourselves of that value the way you all have constantly reminded me of my value. And now what am I doing? Now I get to shine. And when we shine, we unconsciously or consciously give others the permission to shine as well. So I'm gonna stop the recording here, but let's sing a song, because I gotta sing a song for my buddy Alex over here. Hey Alex, this one is for you. If we can work together in peace and harmony, if we can work together, the I and you are we. If we can work together in peace and harmony, yes, if we can work together, how happy we will be. You've made today an amazing day just by you being you. There's no one like you in the whole world, and I like you just the way you are. For those who want to chat, please hang back. Otherwise, we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.
Guys,